Hey, everybody, and welcome. It's Wednesday night, and you are watching the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show right here on FFN Media. Sitting left to me is my lovely wife, Miss Tammy.
Hi, everyone. Mr. Blaizeman, welcome to the show.
Mrs. Tammy, welcome to the show.
All our listeners and viewers out there, we're glad that you tuned in to us today. I thought the introduction was a little bit longer, though, than that. Did you cut it?
No, I didn't cut it at all. That's
It just
exactly
seemed
how.
like it was longer.
That's
last
exactly how long it is. That's what it is. Well, we got to make it a little bit longer to give people time to come in,
Yeah, but it seemed like it was longer last time.
No, not at all. I didn't touch it.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask you. So you changed the station to FFM Media instead of FFM Radio Network?
It's FFN Media now.
Okay, well.
Yes, because we touch base on a lot of things. So, so how can I explain? See, FFN Network is in the background and FFN Media is up front. So we're a network, okay, but we're also media.
So why don't you say FFM Media Network?
We could.
Or FFM Network Media. No, FFM Media Network sounds better.
FFN Media Network sounds better.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first on the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show. The boss has made a decision, and we are now referred to as
FFM Media Network.
FFN Media Network.
I like that because it's like you just took your name and changed it. FFM Media. Well, we're FFM Media Network because we network out to a lot of different places.
Right.
Facebook, YouTube,
Twitter.
Right.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I can't think of anything else.
We network out to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch.
Yeah.
Right. Twitter, Twitch, Telegram, Instagram.
I'm rolling away over here.
So you're rolling away?
I'm rolling away.
Come back. Come back.
My chair has wheels, and I was just about to roll off the door.
Listen, the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show isn't designed to be to talk about anything specific. Me and my wife, we get on camera. We like to have a good time. She likes to tell stories about me, and we just shot a promo with the Neutral Corner today, and that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that you asked me to go with you.
Of course, absolutely. But that was a lot of fun. We got that in the works right now, so that's good. That's in the video media portion of FFN Media Network, and that's being worked on. So that promotion will be coming up. Also, we have the promotion of the PAL fights here November 19th. So I won't spoil that. And then, of course, we have a little blooper gag reel of Mr. Souza making a lot of mistakes, but that's okay. But that's the fun. That was the fun
number
part about it. It was pretty cool going in there, though. It's like the building is so old, man. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean historical.
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember going there when as a kid, and I can't remember. I guess I think I went there for the haunted house that they had there.
Yeah, they used to have a haunted house there. Yes,
yeah.
You're absolutely right. You're not wondering if that happened. They used to have the haunted house there. Yes, absolutely.
It's just weird going into some place that you haven't been into for years, but it looks exactly the same.
Yeah, it's crazy. They do a lot of things there. They have wrestling there, all that stuff like that. Plus, they got upstairs where the basketball court is. We play hockey, all of that stuff like that upstairs.
Yeah.
So, but it was pretty fun. And of course, you all know if you want to call into the show or comment, it doesn't matter what platform you're watching us or listening to us on. If there's a comment section in there, you hit that bad boy, and we will get your comments here. And if you would like to give us a call at 508-812-0318, that number is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So let's get to what we talked about last week. And we said that Manifest was out on Netflix.
Oh yes.
And it is, to our amazement. But anyway,
Mr. Blaizeman was a little goofy tonight.
a little goofy tonight. But and we started watching it, and it really, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I actually think it's better this season than it has been.
You do. I'm sorry, folks. I had to pick a wire up.
Yeah, I do. I last season, like the last 3 seasons that we watched it, I liked it. I'm not to say that I didn't like it. I did like it, but I watched it more because Mr. Blaizeman liked it a little bit more than I did. But for some reason, on Netflix, it just seems to be like going along faster, and it seems more entertaining and
right. You
more like graphics
that, right?
and stuff.
You noticed that?
Yeah,
right?
like more like high tech things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's like Netflix spent a little bit more money on it than
definitely
the network did. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, but it was good. So, but anyways, so like, I text my niece and I'm like, so, you're checking out the new manifest? And she's like, no. And I text back to her. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. She goes, oh, I watched the first and second season, and then it just didn't really do anything for me. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, but she should take your point.
Yeah.
And where you like, you kind of stood with it with me because of me. You know what I mean? I like the show. So of course my wife
you
supports.
watched This Is Us with me. I watched that with you.
Right. Exactly. So, but yeah, I recommend people to give it a shot. There's no doubt about that. Hello, Mr. Souza. How are you today? Let's see. Mr. Souza says Yellowstone is a great show. Now, you and I thought about watching that.
Yeah. Now, is that on what? Is that
That's
on
the
Netflix,
Paramount. That's on Paramount.
Okay.
That's on the Paramount channel. Correct me, anybody online, if we are wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's on the Paramount channel where we can catch up on I think there's already a couple of seasons to the show, if I'm not mistaken. So,
okay. Well,
and Kevin Costner is in it, and you like Kevin Costner, right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, that would be our next show that we watch. We have to finish. I personally, can only watch one series at a time. I can't go back and forth.
Yeah, she can't.
I just want to finish the one that we're watching, and then we will watch the other one.
Right. See, that's the stuff I got to deal with. I got to wait.
Because he would watch like 5 seasons.
Because why can't we watch like Yellowstone on freaking Tuesday night, and Wednesday night we can finish watching freaking Manifest? And why do I got to just watch one, and then when it's done, then we can go on to the other?
Because that's what we do.
That's what we do?
That's what we do.
I don't think so. That's what you do.
We usually watch a couple of episodes a night. So how can you watch a couple of episodes of that and then go to the other thing?
On Wednesday night? Okay.
I'm not saying Wednesday, any night.
But we're not doing it like that, though. If we're watching Manifest on Tuesday night, we watch 2 or 3 episodes on Manifest on Tuesday night, and we're like, okay, time for bed, whatever. Wednesday night comes, why can't we watch 2 or 3 episodes of Yellowstone?
I guess we could.
I guess we could. Of course
I'm not happy about this at all, but we could.
And Jerry says, you're right. Season 5 started. So, where have we been for Yellowstone?
I've never even heard of it.
See, that's what I mean. I've heard of it.
Well, I never heard of it until the other night that you said that we should watch it.
But I think it's like a secret thing. I think it's like, well, I don't know. I haven't heard like too many people like talk about it. You know what I mean? So maybe.
Well, just because we haven't heard it doesn't mean it's not.
Listen, I understand that. I get that 100%. But I'm just saying that. I lost my train of thought. I'm just saying that like we usually keep up. Excuse me. We usually keep up with all of that.
Yeah, we usually do. But maybe because it's on Paramount, we don't really go to that network too often.
Yeah.
Yeah. We usually go to like Netflix, Amazon, and see what's on there.
So I gotta see. I knew my boy was going to be anxious. I knew he was going to be anxious. Bro, if I play the trailer, it's going to be raw. I haven't touched it at all. So if you want everyone to see the raw trailer, I have no problem with that. But don't forget, it hasn't been touched at all. It hasn't been edited. It hasn't been anything. So if you want that up there, that's fine with me, man. I don't care. But
yeah, let's play it.
let's play it. Are you serious?
Yeah, why not?
I can't do that now. I'm talking about Yellowstone. Oh. Well, I guess we could manage that. I guess we can. I don't know.
Yeah, we could try it because maybe then we'd figure out what it's about too. And me and Blaizeman watched the Forever Cult Murders
Again, yeah.
again, and that was good. Actually, the second time we watched it, I actually picked up more about that. And did you know that Robin Murphy had a probation hearing yesterday?
Not yesterday, like a week back. She had a parole.
No, it was on the news.
It was yesterday?
Well, it was like yesterday or the day before. I was on the news. And she got denied parole again.
Yes, she got denied a parole again. Yes. Does everybody think that she's guilty? Because I fucking certainly do. And I think the other guy murdered the two girls, and I really believe that Carl Drew didn't have anything to do with it at all.
From what the series was talking about, yeah.
He was like a patsy for for the Florida Police Department, which was incredibly corrupt back then.
Yeah, and they wanted to blame somebody for it.
But let's check out a trailer from Yellowstone, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's check it out.
Knew. That's how they got here. You know, the first studs to settle this valley fighting was all they knew. It's how they got here, how they kept the land once they did. What it must feel like to be that free. Cowards rule the world these days.
This is as much your legacy as that ranch.
Why aren't you governor? He's hard to beat in a fair fight.
I can help you if you want me to.
This is war.
The war's over, Beth.
No, Jamie. War is just beginning.
They will come after you with both barrels, Governor.
Look forward to it.
Do you ever think about us?
Us is all I think about.
And every time I do this job, something bad happens.
I'm removing you.
They don't think we'll put up a fight?
This is a terrible idea.
Awful.
Nobody knows what the hell we do anymore. I think it's time we remind them.
You want to know the real price for protecting the ranch? I don't think you do.
Yellowstone. New episodes, Sundays at 8, only on Paramount Network.
See, only on Paramount Network. I said
good.
It was only on Paramount Network.
And you were absolutely right.
So it don't look too bad, huh?
No, it looks good. But my question is, what year like year are they in? Because I was gonna say they look like they were in they look like cowboys on a ranch. So that would be like what, 1920s or something?
No, this is modern.
That's what I mean. I saw cars.
Yeah.
So it's like what, modern day or
Yeah, I believe he's the governor.
maybe 1950s?
I believe they showed brand new cars driving on there.
So it's like
This is now.
This is now, but who lives on a ranch now? Like who
Everybody. You don't think they have ranches like that?
Well,
big ranches with cattle and cows, and of course they do.
The cowboy hat reminded me of Dallas.
I don't know. Do you think, ladies and gentlemen, is this sort of like Dallas or something like that? I mean, cue us in.
Well, we'll have to watch a couple of episodes so we can talk about it next week.
Modern day. Mr. Souza says this is modern day.
All right.
And Kevin Costner is the governor in the show.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. That's good to know, because at first I thought it was like 1920s. So I saw the cars.
Right. But I don't know. But for me, Manifest is surprisingly shocking, and I agree with Miss Tammy wholeheartedly that the production is like way better. You know what I mean? And yeah, check it out if you can. You know what I mean? But
they probably did that so more people would watch too.
What?
On Manifest, because it
Well, no, everybody who that was watching Manifest was here on NBC. You and I watched it faithfully since it started. You know what I mean? Every week, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they cancel it abruptly. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, no more Manifest. And then people started watching it on Netflix, and it became Netflix's like number one show for like a mad long time. And then people were saying, oh, you know, Netflix should pick it up. Netflix should pick it up. And eventually they did. Netflix picked it up. Yeah. And they gave all the cast a pay raise and everything. And yeah, and they picked it back up. And I got to tell you, I wasn't like, oh man, they screwed it up. They made it better.
Yeah, I like it.
You know, they made it better. So, but that's the deal with that. What else is going on? Trump decided that.
Oh yeah,
Trump,
I can't believe you waited this long to talk about it.
Well, Trump decided that he was going to run for 2024 president again.
Well, the other thing I can say about that is,
say whatever you want.
He needs to like change the way he acts.
Well, yeah, he needs to be not a moron, self-centered asshole.
And he needs to stop making fun of other people because
it don't work.
It doesn't work.
We're tired.
The world it should be kinder to one another. First of all,
yeah, we're tired of it now.
I'm not saying the Democrats don't do that too, but you know, like somebody has to be the bigger person and stop all this name calling and all this bickering and focus on getting the country back in
order. Yeah, back in order. I agree.
And focus on if you want to become president, anybody who wants to become president, you need to talk a certain way. You need to act a certain way. This shouldn't be name calling.
You know who I'm going to get to run for city councilor in this city? You know who?
Who?
I bet you even know.
JJ
Sousa, my boy. I'm going to get my to run for city council. And then we're going to move up from there.
There will be president.
Okay. There will be more. As long as FFN Media gets all the exclusives, brother, I'm good. I got your back.
You could be vice president.
The vice president of what? You can't be vice president of city council.
No. If he becomes president, you could become vice president.
Nah, I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with that.
You would have to control your mouth, too.
You think he drives me freaking nuts now? My God.
You would have to control your mouth.
Oh, I would definitely have to control my mouth. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Definitely.
You hear that, folks? I got to tell you. You want to quench your thirst? You know what I mean? You want a nice, cool, brisk taste in your mouth and get some Canada Dry.
I could go for a nice glass of wine.
Canada Dry ginger ale, ladies and gentlemen. Canada Dry.
This is not a Canada Dry ginger ale commercial.
Oh, it is. If they pick up that we're promoting them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just, ladies and gentlemen, well, these is how good my microphones are. Just listen.
Go ahead, take your sip. No, Canada Dry, that would be $100,000 for that episode. You can keep throwing in the money. We'll keep doing it more.
Let's see. JJ's on a roll tonight. So let's see. He goes, you like Trump, Blaze? I voted for him his first time. Yes, I did. This time around, we don't like to talk politics on a Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show, but this time around, he's gonna have to do a lot. He's gonna have to do a lot to get my vote. So,
well, all I know is that I don't think that Joe Biden should run for president again, because I really don't think that people are going to vote him in.
Who, Trumpster?
No, Joe Biden.
No,
I don't think they're going to vote in Trump either. I think they should have a whole.
But you can't. I don't know. I don't
think they should have a whole new group of people running.
Well, that's the whole point. The whole new group of people. Joe Biden's going to be 81 years old in 2024. I'm sorry, but the guy stumbles and bumbles around everywhere he goes now. I don't think he's going to be.
I don't think he should, anyways. Not even if he, I can't say, I don't know how to say it. Like, even if he was a good president with good policies and stuff like that, he's not healthy enough to be president.
No.
So for his own good, he shouldn't be president.
Right. For his own health.
Yeah, for his own health.
I agree with that.
And
I don't think Trump's going to be the answer. I don't think Trump's going to be the answer anymore.
I don't think so either.
But I have to say that watching his
speech last
night, I mean, he blew a lot of the media away. They were like, he was cordial. He didn't get into the fake news or any of that shit like that. He was just like on point and just talking about, what he's going to do. But
yeah, well, maybe he heard us talking, because that's what we've been saying. That he needs to stop all this bullshit, excuse my language.
Yes.
And focus on what's really going on.
Yes.
Anybody who's running for politics needs to do that. Or anybody who is a politician needs to do that. Oh, by the way, are you going to miss Nancy Pelosi?
Why am I going to miss her?
Because she's not going to be Speaker of the House anymore.
What do I care?
Are you going to miss watching her on TV?
What do I care?
I'm just saying. Because, she's been there, forever?
Exactly. They're all there. They're all there forever. Yeah, that's why we got to get rid of them, because they're all there forever, But we'll see.
Maybe if they had to work a little harder, and maybe if they had, when they retire from being politicians or whatever, maybe if they didn't keep their insurance and keep everything the same, maybe they would actually try to work a little harder so they can keep their jobs instead of just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
They're
set for life, though. They're set for life.
Their family, too. Everybody's all set for life.
Yeah.
You work, you have a job, you get insurance. But if you lose your job or whatever, you don't continue to get everything.
They do. They do. They get it all. They get the full package.
And I don't think that's right.
So.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think that's right either. But we'll be right back right after this short break, ladies and gentlemen. Short break. All right, and we're back. I told you it was a short break. So
how's everybody like this weather that we're having around here?
What weather? Nobody knows how to dress. Nobody knows how to do anything.
What, on Saturday was 70 something degrees. Literally, if we were outside with t-shirts on.
Yeah.
Last night was cold. Not that cold, but the night before, oh my God. I was frozen. I don't think that I went to work, right? And I literally, my brain was so frozen. It's like it needed a half an hour to warm up.
Half hour?
Yeah.
She says to me, my brain is frozen. I'm like, what?
It was. I needed a half an hour to warm up. Last night we were a little bit warmer because we had a sheet, a blanket, a comforter, and another blanket all on the bed.
Yeah. And we got to put another comforter on the bed, too.
Yeah, that's what he says. We got to put another comforter on the bed, too.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
Why not?
Because that's a little bit too much blankets. But literally, I was frozen because we don't want to put the heat on yet. Right? We're hoping that we live on the second floor. We're hoping that the first floor puts the heat on and the third floor puts the heat on. So we can be in the middle and get all the heat from everybody else. But it doesn't
Maybe.
seem to be working because I think they're waiting for us to put it on.
Yeah, somebody is, that's for sure.
Yeah. But
So, okay. So in mental news today, a man runs entire marathon while chain smoking cigarettes.
oh, that's
Now,
ridiculous.
why would he do that? A Chinese man has gone viral after running a marathon in more than respectable times, chain smoking his way through a packet of cigarettes.
That's ridiculous.
Well, why the hell would he want to do that?
Because some people want attention.
Attention?
Yeah.
I think that's just a little bit crazy.
Well, he probably wants attention because he's crazy. I don't know. All I know is that's crazy. You're running. You should be smoking as you're running.
Right. Get a heated blanket, Jerry says.
We definitely need that.
Okay. I'm not getting a heated blanket. I spill shit.
He'll get electrocuted as he's trying to sleep.
You know what I mean? I spill I spill shit.
And we have a husky, and my husky, you would think would jump on the bed with us and warm us up. No, she lays on the floor in the kitchen with her blanket. She don't come and sit with us. I call her and I try to talk to her and I rub her belly and everything. She stays for like 5 minutes and leaves.
Well, Julia, she doesn't want to stay with us.
Well, she should stay with us because she keeps us warm. I'm gonna stop. You know what I told Mr. Blaizeman? If he don't put the heat on soon, I'm gonna wear socks to bed, slippers to bed, long jogging pants, a long sleeve shirt, a sweatshirt, a hat. I'm gonna wear all that stuff. And guess what he said? He said, "Oh, don't do that. I'll put the heat on." Well, did he put the heat on last night? No.
Because it wasn't cold last night.
It was so cold last night. That's because you have like 10 blankets on your bed.
No, listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Tell me if I'm crazy. I got a sheet, right? I got a beautiful blanket I stole from the hospital for my many surgeries.
Nobody repeat that.
I got a comforter, and then I got another blanket that I stole from the hospital when I was on one of my many surgeries. Okay? And she still says that she's cold, ladies and gentlemen.
It's cold. It's supposed to get even colder in the next like 4 days.
Well,
Well,
we'll test out to see if we got a little Eskimo in us now, won't we? That's what we'll do there. Okay.
Well, all I know is if the house gets colder than like
but I want to know.
I'm putting the heat on.
I really want to know. Well, how good does a heated blanket work? Does it work good?
Well, it's a heated blanket. It probably does.
Oh, baby, just because it says it's a heated blanket doesn't mean it works good. You could have a company that makes a freaking shitty one. I mean,
I don't like heated blankets though, because I get scared.
You just said you wanted one.
No, I was only kidding. I get scared though.
What do you get scared from?
Because it's a blanket that's heated that you plug it in and you lay under it. No.
Right? What if something happens? You get electrocuted. Jerry, you ever been electrocuted by your blanket?
All I know is that no, I'd rather use body heat to keep warm.
You'd rather use body heat.
Yep.
Well, you ain't getting no body heat from me if you're gonna wear all those pieces of clothing. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Not happening.
Well, then somebody should put the heat on. And I come home yesterday from work, right? And Mr. Blaizeman says, "It's not cold in here. It's not cold in here." Guess where he's sitting? In the parlor with the fireplace going. He's not cold?
I put it on to take the chill out of the house.
Yeah. And did it take the chill out of the house?
Yes.
No, it took the chill out of one room.
That was my gold. That was the room I was in.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're in bed, the fireplace is not going.
Was there a boat?
A boat?
Oh, we got a caller.
Oh my God.
Oh, shoot. Hey, caller, you're on the air with the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show. What's happening?
Hey, how are you guys?
What's up, buddy? Hey, look, do you ever get electrocuted with your electric blanket or what?
Listen, man, look, I want an electric blanket. It's not like 1970, man. It's got a timer on it. shuts off on its own. It keeps you nice, and
Can
you don't
feel
need
the
15
wires in it?
blankets. You won't need 15 blankets. You know, you can either put the blanket and lay on top of it when it's heated, or you could, you know, use it to cover up with. There's multiple uses for an electrical blanket.
Can you feel the
It's
wires
not
in it?
1970. You're not going to get electrocuted if you spill something on it.
Go ahead, ask him.
Look, but I don't have one because I'm afraid to get electrocuted.
Yeah, me too. That's why we don't have one either.
I want one so bad though, but I'm afraid.
I think that you can feel the wires in it though.
And listen, just to set the record straight, I know you don't like to talk politics, but Miss Tammy was right. You can be vice president of the city council. There is a president and a vice president of the city council.
There you go.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So that's just, you know what I mean? That's just a little bit of information I'll give you. Yellowstone. Great show. I'm having Canadian dry Chardonnay right now.
All right.
Yellowstone. Great show.
Good show.
Yeah, and he's not the governor in the beginning. He gets to be governor, so you got to watch season 1 and all that.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
we'll definitely do that. We got to watch from the beginning. Absolutely.
It's modern day. It doesn't take place with Kenny Rogers and stuff like that.
Right. This ain't
modern
day.
It's almost like I look at it, and you know I may be wrong, and people may look at it differently, but I look at it as Sopranos gone country.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's it's real interesting. There's a lot of twists and turns, and it's really good though. It is. It's really good. So they're in season 5, so I'm assuming that it's good because you know you wouldn't see 5 seasons of a show. You know what I mean?
Right. And because and Kevin Costner is in it too. So
he's a piece of shit. But anyway, no, I'm only joking.
He is. He's a piece of shit in the show.
What's that?
He is a piece of shit in the show.
No. I was just joking. No, he's really good in it, but he's not governor in the beginning. He gets to become governor. There's a lot of twists and turns. Like I said, it's like the Sopranos gone country, man.
All right. Hey, Jer, I'm gonna have to cut you short
Hey,
because we got another call coming in.
Why? Oh, you do? Okay. All right. I'm gonna hear this call. All right. Have a good night.
All right. Hey, caller, you're on the air with the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show. What's happening tonight?
You guys are talking about heated blankets. I'm over here in Canada. It's freezing already, right?
Well, I mean, do you have a blanket, a heated blanket?
No, Blaze. I left 4 of years ago.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's kind of cold up in Canada, don't you think so?
Listen, there's no palm trees. It's the same type of weather.
Absolutely.
We're up get I think in Buffalo, on Sunday's game is gonna have like 2 feet of snow.
Yeah, I heard that in the news today.
2 feet of snow.
It's gonna be
already.
snow squalls.
2 feet of snow. Yeah. So every time Brissett comes to Orchard Park, it snows.
Right. So how you like?
Anyway,
so listen now. Listen. First of all, how you doing?
Good. Family's good.
Good.
Family's good.
I'm glad to hear that. Now let's get to the important things. Are you happy?
In what, living here?
In both aspects, but I know you got to be a little bit happy in how your Bills have been performing the past couple of seasons.
Absolutely. I mean, I think I'm the creator of the Bills Mafia.
You think?
you tell me another Bills fan that's living in Fall River.
I couldn't.
None.
I couldn't. And the only one that I had a rival with and busted balls with was you, and you freaking go to Canada.
Yeah. Well, I have to get closer to Buffalo, right?
Yeah, right.
No, everything's good.
Bro, I wouldn't think that any different if knowing you to move closer to Buffalo, bro.
Listen, the way when I moved here, let's put it this way. When I moved here, I was about 30-45 minutes away from Toronto.
Right.
Now I'm a little bit further. Ended up buying another home.
Right.
And then going a little bit further. I'm actually probably 20-25 minutes away from the border. So I could actually be at Orchard Park from my place maybe close to an hour.
Nice.
That's good. Nice.
Nice. That's the same here. It's about a good 40 minutes drive from here to Foxborough. So yeah.
But why would you want to go to Foxborough now? The Great White Hope left.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not worried about that, man.
Your team's in shambles now.
Listen. I'm happy. 20 years. I was there when they were shit dogs. My son Sean, all he knows is the Patriots. You know what I mean? He's started watching games with us at 3 years old. You know what I mean? So now he's 24, right?
Yeah,
he's
24. Right. That's how old he is. Yep.
And and I always told him, I said, look, man, I'm like, you're gonna get to the point where, we're just gonna be the average Joes on the block like everybody else, until something comes along. Because, does Belichick win without Brady? I don't know. What have we been seeing for 2 seasons? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But, I mean, then again, I mean, there's still this. I mean, for what they have, they're actually still playing well, right?
Well, yes, they are. And I think if we're going to do anything this season, it's going to be based off the defense, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So that's if we do anything. But you
don't have much there on offense.
No, not at all. Not at all. But the thing here is the only reason why I'm saying that to you now, bro, is because, now it's 17 games. And now the brackets of wild cards is what they do, add 2 more games to it. So, you can get into a wild card with not such a great record. You know what I mean? So how you predicting your guys this year?
Well, 2-game losing streak now, not looking good.
Right.
No, but you know what? For a team that, beginning of the year, they were favorites to win the Super Bowl, which I didn't like that hanging over their heads, right?
Right.
So you have that. They've lost 2 in a row. And you go look at the Vegas odds, they're still favorites to win the Super Bowl. So, I mean, it's a deep team. But then again, listen, Blaze, just like anyone else, you get into the playoffs. I always say it's like college basketball. You can have that one team that just gets hot at the right time.
Exactly. It's any given Sunday.
And, right.
Look
at a bunch of teams that have gone like 1-2 losses during the season. They go to the playoffs and they get knocked out first round, right?
Right.
But no, the team. I like the team. I mean, Josh Allen. I mean, you've seen it. The kid's good.
Come on, Bobby. Bobby, talk Bobby. You know what I mean? Don't be modest because you're on the show. You know what I mean? I want to hear Bobby.
The kid. He's good. The real dude. He's got the strongest arm.
Josh Allen's he's a great quarterback, that kid. You know what I'm saying?
But he's got to watch out. Listen, the kid's he's a truck, right? I went over to I took my little guy. We went over to Rochester Rochester, New York, where they have their training camp. Went over. We seen Allen up close. He's a big boy.
It's a big boy, huh?
That's a big kid.
Right.
I mean, you see linebackers struggling to knock him down. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if he stays healthy.
Yeah.
If he stays healthy, and I mean, listen, the secondary's banged up.
Listen, Bob. That's always common. You need your main guy to be healthy, because if that's exactly. What else can you say?
Yeah.
But if he stays healthy, we have a shot. No bullshit. Yeah, of course.
No, it goes with anyone else. I mean, listen, Mahomes goes down, Kansas City's done. Brady goes down, Tampa's done. It's a quarterback, right?
Right. So what are you feeling about? So what are you feeling about the GOAT? You think you should call? You think you should call it quits?
If he was going to do, he should have did it last year. Now he got divorced. I mean, it's got nothing else to lose.
And you don't see that on his mind on a playing field.
I mean, listen, they've had injuries with their receivers too, right? But then again, you look back at teams with the Patriots, he really didn't have much. He was throwing the guys that you could pick up from Dunkin' Donuts there, right?
Right.
I mean, it didn't matter who was
story.
there. I mean,
right, true story.
They could score.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah. Age is getting to him.
So do you think that that's why he took off out of New England, because he knows he's old, right? This is my theory. If you give me a second, he knows he's old, He knows, you know what I mean? He's losing a little bit of something. Everybody does. I don't give a shit kind of TV or whatever implement that you got in your body, unless it's steroids. You know what I mean? For the NFL, like 100% on top of that shit. So now you're sitting there and you're saying to your organization, hey, Mr. Kraft, whatever, talk to Bill. I don't know how it works. I don't think anybody knows how it works there, but I know that Bill is also the general manager, blah, blah, blah. But so you think the guy's like, look, man, put some dudes on the field. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really have it in me that much to start teaching a whole new set of wide receivers. You know, give me something I can throw to, because he's already, I've read a few articles, he's already like pretty much crying, and he's probably over at Rob Gronkowski's house on his knees, you know, rubbing his feet for him because he wants him to come back so bad. You know, what's your take on that, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know if he'd come back now. I mean, well, him and Belichick had a thing going too. Listen, from what I've heard, I don't know if you guys actually heard the same thing there. I mean, obviously, being there, you guys
right. They could be suppressing. Right, they could be suppressing a story. What do you got?
But I always what I was hearing was that apparently Kraft at the time wanted Garoppolo to start, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't. He basically didn't want Brady anymore. But then I guess Robert Kraft was like, "That's our guy,
right?
That's a great way to hope. You can't get rid of him." And I guess Belichick didn't like that.
Right. Well, so because you know what? I think Belichick was looking ahead, you know, and at the time, you know, Garoppolo was, you know, a decent backup. I think he could have handled the offense, to be honest with you. And to be more honest with you, I know you're probably not going to believe me, but if that did happen, I would have been a little bit PO'd about it, but I would have settled for that, to be honest with you. Because look, when he went to California, he took him to, you know, a Super Bowl. But also San Francisco had a badass defense that year too. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's Belichick too is one of those tricky guys. Look, you go look at all the NFL coaches in the league. I'm pretty sure you can Google how much they make. Belichick's the only coach in the league that you don't know how much he makes.
That's true, right?
Right?
Wow, that's true.
So you know, Robert
never
Kraft,
thought on me, Bobby. Thanks for that. I never thought to think of that. What do you think? So
you know, Kraft's giving him a briefcase, right?
Oh,
full
yeah.
of cash because he's the only coach that you don't know how much he makes.
Wow, I did not know that, man. I did not know that, Bobby. Thanks for that. I'm gonna have to research the hell out of it. I need to find out how much this cat makes. You know?
Yeah, I don't think you'll find that, but yeah. I don't know. I think Brady's probably, he might play one more year, but
no, we'll see what happens. That fun bunch is all done. My wife still stays loyal. I actually bought her a jersey that's half Patriots and half Tampa Bay. So you know what I mean? You know, hey, the women, the looks, you know, they don't know what they want. You know what I mean?
I gotta send you guys a Josh Allen jersey.
You know, I'll hang it up here in my studio. That's the best. That's the best I can do for you, buddy.
I'll wear it when they play.
But hey, look, not for nothing. Let me tell you something, Bobby. Not for nothing. And I think that you know me, even though you've been gone for a while. I think you know me enough that you know, if Buffalo's in the playoffs and we're completely done, you know I got your back, right? I'll be right there on the chair with my beer, you know, rooting for the AFC East. You know what I mean? So
there you go. Appreciate that.
But the Jets, Jets.
Now, how about
where the hell are the Jets coming from?
Hey, now how about this one? How about now if Brady gets hot and wins the whole thing?
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to say to that.
You never know. Anything could happen.
Yeah. Yes, baby.
Again, it goes back. It goes back to that whole thing, man. You get that team that gets hot into the playoffs.
Yeah, well, he's getting a lot of his injured players back pretty soon too, right?
Yeah, I believe so. But then again, we got our other buddy down there whose Eagles are looking pretty good, huh? Even though they lost on Monday.
The Giants, you know what I mean? Eagles and the Giants.
See, the whole Giants thing too, man. I kind of that's one thing I wish the Bills never lost was Brian Dable. That guy, he's a good offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he was. Judge, I don't even know why we got Judge. I don't even know why. That kind of like pissed me off. Like, I don't even know what his job is on a team. I don't even know what position's job in a team. I mean, football people that really love the game, we know what he is. He's calling the plays. You know what I mean? But for whatever contract reason, they can't say he's an offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? But besides the point, look, your boys are looking good, and I secretly put a game on here and there just to check them out. You know what I mean? So that way I know what to look for when I watch during game time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you,
you gotta you gotta do, Blaze.
Yeah, bud.
Before I let you go here, you gotta set up the three guys down there. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You got the Giant fan, the two Giant guys, and the Eagle guy.
Yes, sir.
You gotta get them their own show. Start talking some football.
Yeah, I tried. They're a bunch of pussies, Bobby. I tried.
You gotta get those guys on there.
Who knows? Maybe you and I could talk because I can do this shit remotely, bro. Right where you are. All you need is a laptop. I produce the rest of the show. It's all you need.
Yeah.
Something for you to think about.
Get those guys. Get
all
those
right.
guys on board.
I'll let them know that you're willing to do it and see if I can pull them in. How's that sound?
I'm pretty sure I can find some time for that, please.
I'm pretty sure you could too, bro. That's
all right, buddy. It was great talking to you.
Hey, man, absolutely, Bobby. You take care of you and your family. I wish you all the best, kid.
Same to you guys. All right, Tammy. We'll talk to you.
Bye. Right. Have a great night.
Talk soon enough, buddy.
Okay.
Later.
Bye.
That's my boy Bobby. Him and I, football. Gee, boy, we used to have a lot of fun. That's for sure. And that felt good. You see the smile on my face? I had somebody calling in talking football, But I'll tell you something right now. I don't want to get everybody excited here on FFN Media, but if one person can pull a couple of guys together to do a sports show on FFN Radio Network, Bobby could do it.
I think a sports show on the radio station would be a great addition.
I think so too. We need a sports show.
Yeah.
Whatever, basketball, hockey, whatever. It doesn't matter. We need a sports show. Definitely need a sports show on the network. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But that's something that we're working on. We got 5 shows on the network now. You know what I mean? We got unopened box thoughts on Monday night. It's a show about addiction. You know what I mean? And conversational piece that if anybody needs to talk while the show's on, you can call in or you could text. It's a great show. And on Tuesday night we have the Rabbit Hole, which I host with 3 other gentlemen on Tuesday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. That's the only 2-hour show we have on the network.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have the 2-hour show with the Rabbit Hole with the Eagles that are on that. And then of course we have the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show right here on Wednesday night, where me and my lovely wife get on and talk about a bunch of crazy stuff. And Thursday night is the Neutral Corner with Jerry Souza, fantastic show here on FFN Media about boxing. We got a big boxing event coming out. FFN Media is going to be at the PAL broadcast.
FFN Media Network.
FFN Media Network. So we're in a transition of a name change, ladies and gentlemen. So Miss Tammy's just reminded me. FFN Network Media. Media Network.
FFN Media Network.
FFN Media Network. If I screwed it up 5-6 times, you can imagine how many times Jerry's going to screw it up on the next promo. So
Jerry's going to have to do the promo all over again now. But so we got a big show going on Thursday night here with the Neutral Corner, and Saturday is going to be a special edition of the Neutral Corner because we're going to have the live fights broadcasting live right on FFN Media, right here on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, and it's New York State cadets
military cadet's going to come down here and face the local Golden Glove champions down here in the city of Fall River at the PAL. And that's going to be a great show in itself. And then we got Friday nights. If you love NASCAR, if you love racing, you got to check out Friday nights, the side draft with Justin. It's a great show. The kid does a great job. And that's what we're looking at. And hopefully I'd like to come up to you and say that we now have a sports show on FFN Media Network, So that will be awesome. So what we're going to do, Miss Tammy and I, is going to take another 30-second break, and we'll be right back to close out the show with y'all. Stick around for more of the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show right here on FFN Network Media. FFN Media Network. All I got to do is get the little I from her, and that's it. Got to change it up. We'll be right back, folks. About 30 seconds. Hey, and we're back with more of the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show right here on FFN Media Network.
I still love that deer.
And the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show. What's that, baby?
I said I still love that deer and that fall scene.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's a good intro for the show. So since we were talking about sports a little bit with Mr. Bobby out there in Canada, do you want to see Brady retire anytime soon, Miss Tammy, or no?
I wish, to be honest with you, I wish he would have retired a Patriot.
Right, and now went to another team
and now went to another team and just.
But that's an ego. That's an ego, and I bet you dollars to donuts the reason why he did it is because Peyton did it too. He doesn't want to be the GOAT and not be able to win two.
And
Super
especially
Bowls
he had a Super Bowl. He had a Super Bowl last year, right, with the Patriots?
No.
Oh, he didn't. I thought he did.
No.
So maybe he was waiting to get a Super Bowl again. Well, he did get one last year. Not last year, the year before.
Yeah, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So then he should have retired then.
Year, you're right.
And maybe he'd still be married to his wife right now.
He should have retired then, and he would have been on he would have retired on a better note.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I still root for him and I hope that he does win, but sometimes you just have to.
Oh, what do you still root for him? I got holy hell last time. Holy hell I got last time because I forgot to tell her that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were on.
What are you talking about? Like 2 weeks ago, I watched the whole football game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, all by myself. And I watch every single Patriots game with you, don't I?
Yeah.
And I watched it by myself.
Of course you do. There's no doubt about that.
Well, I didn't see you sitting on the side of me watching it.
I don't, baby, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not my team. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, so what?
And I do sit with you to watch the game out of respect, you know what I mean? And stuff like that for you, baby. But
out of respect.
I'm not gonna sit here. Yeah, just I know you like Tom Brady. I don't think you really give a shit he's on the Buccaneers because you just like Tom Brady. If Tom Brady went to another team, you would want to watch that team because you like watching Tom Brady.
Just like Adam Vinatieri.
But you're not going to get me here, your husband, to to go out and start rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's definitely not going to happen.
All right, whatever.
But
what are you playing now?
Well, we're going to run a little bit of something here, right here for the audience. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a rough promo because the guy that does the show, JJ Souza, won't leave me alone. He wants me to play his promo. This is as raw as it gets, ladies and gentlemen, and let's check it out. This is the promo for the Neutral Corner for November 19th, Battle of the Belts between the New York State Cadets and the Fall River Golden Glove champions here in Fall River and surrounding area. Let's check out Mr. Neutral Corner himself's promo for that show.
Hey, this is Jerry from the Neutral Corner on FFN Media. Here we are at 31 Franklin Street, PAL, in Fall River, Massachusetts. This is the historic, legendary PAL, November 19th. West Point Cadets out of New York State will be right here in this very ring, taking on some of the local Golden Glove fighters. It's an event you're not going to want to miss. Just pan around and look at the seating in this place. There's not a bad seat in the house. Tickets are still available. If you need tickets, reach out to me on FFN Media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. We get tickets for you. It's going to be a great event. You're not going to want to miss it. Some of the greatest fighters in our area let this stop right here in this very building. In fact, upstairs is one of the legendary trainers, Libby Medeiros. This is going to be an event you're not going to want to miss. We got the gentleman here setting up now. This is an important event. Remember, November 19th, doors open at 5:30. The fights start at 7. Tickets are still available. Remember, everything behind that jab, you're going to be okay. Are you ready? Hey, this is Jerry from the Neutral Corner on FFN Media. Every Thursday night, 7 to 8, catch my show live. We are talking with legends, we're talking with professionals, we're talking with amateurs, we're also talking about gyms and the different programs they have. You can catch us live on FFN Media. 7 to 8 p.m. Not only can you catch us live, you can actually ask questions in the comments and interact with our guests. Hope to see you then.
See, he got it. FFN Media.
How you like that, ladies and gentlemen? Not so bad. That's just a raw track, and I have to appease him because he'll make me nuts.
That was very good.
But when it officially comes out on FFN Radio Network Facebook page, which we'll be changing.
You don't even know the name of it either.
Don't even know the name of what?
Now you're saying FFM Radio Network again.
Yeah, because that's the name of the page. I can't not say that because people will go look for FFN Media Network. They won't find us.
Well, you need to make up your mind what you're going to call it.
But I just told you that's what we're going to call it from now on. I just got to change it.
Okay.
I do things a little bit backwards.
No kidding.
I should have changed everything, then announced the change. But
exactly.
Hey, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? It's just me and myself, and me and myself and I. So that's the deal there. But everybody, listen, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the show tonight. I have a lot of fun, absolutely tons of fun doing this with my wife. I know she loves it. Yet I know she loves it because she reminds me, babe, you're doing this, and we got a show that we got to do and all that stuff like that. So you're very welcome, Sharon. What was I going to say? Yeah. With that being said, look, don't forget to check out the shows. Tomorrow night is Thursday, and that's the Neutral Corner with Jerry Souza, 7 to 8 p.m. Don't forget to check out Friday, the Side Draft with Justin. Okay, and back on Monday is Unboxed Thoughts, and back on Tuesday is the Rabbit Hole with Blaizeman, Mr. D, Mr. Donald, and Mr. Jim. 7 to 9 p.m. right here on FFN Media Network. Be kind to everybody. If you got it, give it, ladies and gentlemen. The country and the world is real crazy this year. And with that being said, I like to put it off to my wife, Miss Tammy. 30 seconds.
30 seconds. You have like 2 hours. I just like to thank everybody.
I don't know what was that just.
It was a joke.
Get better at him.
I fuck. Sorry, excuse my language, everybody, but he just makes me so mad.
Your thoughts?
Everybody have a great night. Everybody have a great week. Have a great weekend. And we will see you next Wednesday night, the day before Thanksgiving. We were going to talk all things Thanksgiving. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday right here on the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy Show, FFN Media Network.